Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magic Channel. Today I want to talk to you about a card that often comes in your deck, but you might not know what to do with it. This is a double backer. It's called a double backer because it has two backs. It's a double backed card. This is a highly deceptive magician's tool, and there's lots of uses for it. Lots of uses, lots of ways we could use this card. Today, I want to talk to you about how to force a card using a double backer. Now, obviously, you're not going to force this card, right? You're going to force a card on your spectator that you want them to take. Now, why would you want to force a card? Well, let's say you want to give the spectator the 6 of diamonds. You want to give that card to them because you know it, but you don't want your spectator to know it. You want them to think it's a free selection. You'll have the secret information. You'll know their card, but they won't know that you know. So what are you going to need for this tutorial? Well, you're going to need a deck of cards, and you'll need a double backed card that matches. And let's begin. All right, so for this double backer trick, you're going to do a card stab, and the card stab is actually going to be a card force. Double backers are great for forcing cards, and here is a really cool card force you can do. And you can mix this card force up depending on what you want to do. All right, so in this case, you're going to do a little bit of preparation. You're going to stick an upside down card in between two other cards. Now, your two other cards are going to be the cards you want to force. But you have 3 options, okay? 3 options. Option 1, you want to force the 9 of hearts. I'll show you why. When you go this way, the spectator is going to look for their upside down card, and the upside down card is resting on top of the 9 of hearts. So if they were sliding through the deck, you would say, what card did your card land on, right? And their card landed on the 9 of hearts. So doing this setup would be a good way to force the 9 of hearts. Also, you could do this with 2 or 3 spectators. One spectator could do the card stab, and then the other spectator could draw the first face down card, which would be the 4 of spades, and the second spectator could draw the second face down card, which would be the 9 of hearts. So you could force 2 cards on 2 people, and then you have that option. Option 3 is to force a completely different card using the combination of these 2 cards. So you could pull the card stab out and say, all right, you stabbed between the 9 of hearts and the 4 of spades. So your card is a combination of those 2. We'll say it's the 4 of hearts. So you could force the 4 of hearts that way. You could also force the 9 of spades that way. So you could do 2 outs, really. If you had 2 outs in this situation, you could have a 4 of hearts in one pocket, and you could have a 9 of spades in the other pocket, and you could let them make their own card. Right? You say whatever you want. You want it to be this or this or this or this. They tell you, and then bam, you do your reveal. All right, so you're going to stick this little packet of cards, and you're going to stick that just somewhere in the deck, okay? You're going to just put it any old place. I usually stick it a little bit lower than middle. I stick it a little bit lower than middle because most spectators hit the middle, okay? They try to hit the middle. So that's what I do. And then you put your double backer on top, and that's pretty much all you do. Now at this point I wouldn't do any shuffles because I don't want to disturb my little trilogy pack. False cuts would be good at this point. If you can do some false cuts to get the deck right back in the order, that's good. All right, so with your double backer on top, this is what you're going to do. You're going to pull the double backer off. You're not going to hand it to them yet because you don't want them to sit there and fiddle with it and look at it, okay? You're going to roll your deck over to be face up. This is crucial. Don't forget this part. You forget this part and you blow the trick. Okay? Roll the deck face up and say you're gonna stab this card and show them what they're gonna do because you don't want them to screw this up. Show them, mimic, say you're gonna stab the card in the deck somewhere just like this, and you hand it back and you go 1, 2, 3, you know, kind of get them to do it. Like, all right, ninja skills, ready? 1, 2, 3. They stab it in, and if you want, you can slide it in. Show that there's no breaks, roll it over, okay? And say, okay, now we're gonna find your card. So you go through the deck, looking for the card, and you come across the first face down card, and they're gonna assume the first face down card, of course, is their card, okay? Because at this point, you can't see the double backer. And now you've clearly set up to force the 2 cards that you wanted to force. There you go. All right, so that's the end of this tutorial. I want to thank you for watching. Please make sure you hit like and subscribe. Hit all your notifications so that you're alerted the next time we upload a magic tutorial.